Signs of a Better Business with Your Better Business Bureau is about featuring Central Illinois businesses who are committed to trust. In this episode, we feature Arnold & Sons Plumbing, and we've talked to Brad Arnold about how to maintain your home's plumbing and some do's and don'ts that you may not have known about. So come on in and join us and learn a few things that will help you be a better consumer with the Better Business Bureau. Brad, thanks so much for joining me today.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Fun.
You guys have been in business a long time now, since 1986.
Yeah, long time.
Tell me all of the things that Arnold & Sons offers today.
We're sewer and drain plumbing company, primarily work in the residential market, specifically in the residential market. We don't do any commercial work. We'll do everything from interior plumbing to exterior plumbing for sewer, side sewers, side drainage, water piping, all fixtures, everything the house needs to stay running.
Yeah, plumbing is obviously a huge component of everybody's home. And it's one of those services that certainly needs a trustworthy business to do that work. So what does it mean for someone to trust Arnold & Sons?
Well, first of all, it means the world to us to gain someone's trust, right? But what it really means is that you can count on peace of mind when we're done. Peace of mind is really what we're selling. When plumbing gets fixed and it works, it's really no different than it was prior to us getting there. Or it's out of sight, out of mind. So peace of mind is what trust really buys. It's a good exchange, a valuable exchange, and usually a 5-star happy customer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's also one of those industries, and drain cleaning, that is unexpected and it can be expensive.
Yes.
Can you talk to that homeowner that is, well, I can buy that part at the home store for $12?
Sure. It's not just about the parts. In fact, it's really not about the parts at all. The parts are necessary in order to get to a solution and to resolve problems. But the reality is the expertise of the technician, their foresight and their ability to read the surrounding area, because every job's a little different, and the attention to detail that the actual technicians are putting into it. And not just the technicians, their supporting staff. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. Like when things happen on the fly, parts and stuff are driven to the job. And so, in real time, we're keeping up with it. And the parts, plumbing job's not defined by the parts at all. Anybody can buy plumbing parts. And anybody who's done their own plumbing would tell you that it's not as easy as just buying the part and replacing it. You need to know what you're doing.
Absolutely. Otherwise, it can be disastrous.
And that's the problem. The water's a liability. It's a liability whether you're bringing it into the house. It's a liability when it's getting out of the house. And any interruption in that process is extremely expensive. It just gets everywhere. It damages everything and doesn't go away. So avoiding that at all costs is the peace of mind that I'm referring to. Have
you heard of stories of someone working with a dishonest company, or that maybe misled someone?
Yeah. So right now there's a lot more than Peoria than there used to be, of companies that are going out there and that aren't necessarily licensed plumbers. They're sewer and drain experts or something that doesn't require a license, which is fine. It's just that they're somewhat deceptive about the necessity to excavate sewers and do those kind of jobs. So we've come in on behind a lot of those companies to kind of pick up where they left off and deliver as much of the 5-star service as we can.
Yeah.
And that peace of mind that I was talking about.
How do you do it? These are awful situations. People aren't usually planning for these things. So how do you turn that into a 5-star experience?
Yeah, and lots of times the mood can get very negative because of the situation at hand. That being said, we're empathetic. We stay humble with them because we realize the trauma they're going through. A house is like a family member. We grow very attached to them, and when something like that happens, it's personal. So I think we handle it like it's a personal problem, and I think that does help. But making sure to give as many options as possible, so that they don't feel like they're getting cornered into a particular solution, and educating the best we can, and responsiveness. I mean, we really have to be responsive and do what you say as far as timing. I mean, we're very quick to get to the phone. We're very quick to get to the customer's house, but we're also very, very methodical about the solution. We prepare very well. Our VMI prepares our parts very well, and our technicians do the pre-research with those jobs to make sure that when they get there, they're prepared to know what they're doing. And I think it shows with our customers. They feel that when we get there.
So how do you train your employees to prepare for all of these variables that they may encounter going into a job?
We have a building next door that has a school in it that we use for actual on-the-job training for practical application, but also schooling. We have a classroom over there that will do classes. There's a continuing thing that we do it's called the Learning Academy, which is part of Nexstar, and it's actually a 20-week or 25-week course where they're putting in eight hours a week of study time and going through different scenarios, almost like flashcards with home service for diagnosing, coming up with solutions, and just keeping them sharp, but also keeping them up to date with code, keeping them up to date with federal law, safety. We have a lot of support guys that support our team in the field. So we have Brian Johnson, our service manager, and George Eccles, our field manager, spend a lot of time out of this place at the customer's house, making sure that all those gaps are filled in. I think we hire good people. And if you're hiring good people to begin with, I think that it shows with the customer. They feel confident in what they're doing. And confident with where they're working. So,
what are some do's and don'ts?
The biggest don'ts that I could say would be like liquid Drainos and stuff like that for drain problems.
Really?
Yeah, it does more damage to the pipe and your interior piping and damage to anybody working on it because it's acid and doesn't really solve anything. Other don'ts: ignoring signs of a slow sewer, gurgling smells, slow drains, just genuinely slow drains can only go on for so long before they will hit their precipice and you will have a problem.
What is typically the cause of it?
Tree roots, exterior tree roots have a great deal to do with the majority of overall sewer problems. Interior pipes, if they're really old, they can obviously start accumulating material and their diameter starts to shrink down and that kind of stuff. But the majority of the problems, I say, stem from roots outside.
So is there a way, once you've had maybe the drain opened, is there a way to stay on it?
Yeah, so we have recently started the Arnold Advantage Club. It's a membership program for our customers, for loyalty, for maintenance programs, to have that annual plumbing check, whether some houses it's drainage, some houses it's other issues. And everybody kind of has that niche plumbing problem that continues to reoccur and stuff. So for I think it's $12.99 a month or something like that.
Oh,
it's
nice.
very inexpensive. You get 10% off all of your purchases. You get priority scheduling, and you get an annual visit, annual checkup. So we can kind of get a little bit more personal with your plumbing and stay on top of it, get in front of it before it nails you on a Wednesday before a big event.
Very good. Well, if you have questions about plumbing or drain needs for your home, please check out Arnold & Sons Plumbing right here in Peoria. Longtime BBB accredited business and 2024 winner of the Torch Award for Business Ethics and Integrity.
All good things with BBB helps you be a better business.